Network Entertainment.
My friend, what's the biggest money mistake that your parents made that really made an impact in your life? And then, right now, nakikita mo that you are actually repeating the mistake of your parents. If that is you right now, you have to listen to this podcast.
Hi, I'm Chinkitan, and you're listening to Chink Positive Podcast, where I aim to equip you to become wealthy and debt-free, teaching you on how to save, budget, get out of debt, and invest. Let's get into the episode.
Hi there, this is Chinkitan, your pambansang wealth coach. Money mistakes from parents, ang pag-uusapan po natin ngayon. We're going to talk about something that a lot of people don't really realize. Yung money memories naman natin. Have you ever wondered why you panic when you see a small balance when you're earning fine? Or you feel guilty whenever you spend? Or hindi ka nag-enjoy pag nag-spend ka? Yung parang feeling mo talagang, wow, baka maubusan ka. Or you can just may mga iba naman, sobrang generous man, they keep on helping everyone na walang natitira para sa kanilang sarili. Well, if that is your question kung bakit ka ganun, na hindi mo napapansin, that is what we call as generational money programming. You learn how to think about money by watching, not by studying. As a matter of fact, what you heard, what you saw, what you experienced when you were young is programming your money mindset. Kaya in this episode, we're going to talk about how your family's beliefs shape your money habits, ano yung mga toxic financial patterns that probably you inherited, and how to break from this cycle. Are we ready? If you're ready, give me a nod, please. The question is, what are the generational money cycles or bad money habits that you may inherit, whether we like it or not? Most of our financial behavior didn't start with you. Again, it's what you heard, it's what you saw and what you experienced. Probably heard na mahirap kumita ang pera. And you saw, nag-aaway sila parati tungkol sa pera. And then you experience financial hardships and trials na talagang naramdaman mo na kulang sa pambayad ng tuition, kulang talaga sa baon, kulang sa pagkain. So, na-realize mo yan, na-experience mo yan. And now, matagal na to years later, sinasabi mo sa sarili mo, paglaki ko, I will become more successful, I will become rich, I will try to do whatever it takes to get out of the situation. Pero alam nyo nangyari, you end up repeating the same thing. Naalala ko tuloy na may isa akong kaibigan na sinasabi niya, lumaki ako na hindi ko masyado nakikita yung parents ko because they're entrepreneurs and business people. Monday to Sunday, bantay tindahan. So, they go out on a Sunday, pero pagkatapos mag-go out, bantay tindahan ulit. And then sinabi niya sa sarili niya na pag ako nagkapamilya, hindi mangyayari sa akin yan. And you know, guess what? History repeated itself. How? Naging OFW siya. Wala nga siya negosyo, pero umalis siya ng ibang bansa. So, in the process, lumalaki rin yung anak niya na hindi nakikita. So sometimes that's what generational cycles look like. They're emotional, not logical. 'Di ba? Yung parang gusto mo logically to be with your family, but emotionally naaawa ka sa pamilya mo, kulang ang kita mo, so you need to find ways. And then para sa iyo right now is to leave your family. And maybe that is also the belief of your parents na sinasabi parati sa iyo, 'di ba, nung bata ka, ginagawa namin to, nagsisikap kami para sa iyo, para sa future mo yan. Diba? Ayaw kitang nakita naghihirap ka, kaya ginagawa namin ang paraan. Pero you as a child during that time, you resent that feeling na sinasabi mo, hindi ko naman kailangan talaga ng maraming pera, kailangan ko lang talaga time with you. Diba? So, nagigets nyo, yung money beliefs na in-instill sa iyo na gusto mong mag-provide na maganda sa pamilya, ay nangyayari muli in another form. Sa kanila, negosyo, sa iyo, pagiging OFW. So, napapansin mo, yung money beliefs mo are inherited emotions disguised as habits. So, yung parang feeling mo, pagka ikaw ay hindi nag-provide sa family mo, loser ka. And that is also the feeling of your parents, and that's your present feeling right now. Make sense? And here is the painful truth. Kahit gusto mo magbago, hindi mo kaya magbago. Why? You cannot change what you don't see. So, right now, because of this podcast episode, nagkakaroon ka na ng awareness na sinasabi mo, ay, mukhang nangyayari ulit yung ayaw kong mangyari sa buhay. Di ba? Yung sinasabi ko na ayaw ko na mag-away kami ng misis ko o ng mister ko sa pera, pero ngayon, di ba? Dahil nakita ko yun sa parents ko, naghiwalay sila ng dahil doon. Ngayon, history is repeating itself. So I want to encourage you, if you are in this situation, you are not alone, and I want to help you out. The first step in order for you to get out is awareness. Kailangan alam mo. Now, alam mo. So I want you to get a piece of paper and a ball pen and then start writing this down. Ito na yung magiging natin, parang coaching na session natin so that I can help you. Number one, I want you to name a pattern. Yung pattern ba? Yung ano yung money habit do you repeat that looks familiar na hindi siya healthy? Like for example, maybe it's overspending. Diba? Overspending kasi nga healing of the inner child. Dati na-deprive ka. Or probably guilt-giving. Guilt-giving dahil nga na-instill sa mindset mo na talagang kailangan tumulong tayo sa mga kamag-anak natin, sa kapatid natin. Kahit gipit tayo, gagawa natin, walang iwanan. Diba? So I want you to name it right now. Sulat mo, ano yung money pattern that really leads you to financial stress. Okay? Sulat mo. Or if not, di mo matiis yung mga anak mo. Diba? Kasi ayaw mo sila maghirap. Number 2, learn how to forgive. When you say forgive where it came from. Probably your parents during that time, they were working so hard to really survive the family. They did their best. Diba? Ginawa nila. Diba? Yung best nila. Kaya nga parati sila nagbabantay ng tindahan. Pero ikaw, galit na galit ka. Iniwan mo kami. Mukha naman, mas mahalaga pa yung negosyo kaysa sa amin. You know what? Again, let me tell you this. As much as mali ang ginawa nila, it's not their fault. Why? Kasi hindi nila alam. Yan yung alam nila. Yan yung understanding nila. Like for example, kung may mga parents ka ngayon, diba? They are the baby boomers. They are dependent on your income. The reason why they're dependent on your income and you're part of the sandwich generation because they don't know better. Because they never finished formal schooling. Hindi sila nakagraduate. Kaya nga, anong ginawa nila? Tinodo sa atin na kapag aral tayo, ngayon educated na tayo. Tapos ngayon, wala ka ng excuse para di ka matuto. Sana naman, wag na natin i-impart yan sa next generation natin. So, in order for you to really have a better relationship with your parents, learn how to forgive. Forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. Because forgiveness helps you to release the resentment that keeps you repeating these bad habits. Let me tell you the truth, kung ayaw mo magpatawad, patuloy-tuloy yan. Number 3, change. When you say change, write a new belief. Instead of saying money is hard to earn, why don't you say money is easy to earn? Really? Ganun na kasimple? No. And after that, you write 3 reasons why money is easy to earn. Because number 1, I'm following Chinkitan. Number 2, I read his books. Number 3, nagpapacoach ako, nagpapamentor ako. Number 4, I surround myself with like-minded people and successful people. Ulitin ko. How do you write a new belief? Take something that is negative and then turn it to positive. Diba? Mahirap kumita ng pera, madaling kumita ng pera. And then number 3, write 3 reasons bakit madaling kumita ng pera. And then once you have written this down, I read books, I follow people, ganun, gawin mo, execute mo na. Diba? That is how you break out from the cycle of generational money mistakes. And I hope as you learn this, itong episode na ito, you will teach the next generation. Let your children see what healthy money mindset, healthy money management looks like. It's peaceful, it's conversational, it's natural, shared decision. At the same time, people are grateful. They don't always complain. That's how you end the cycle for good. I hope this episode have ministered to you. And I want you to reflect on this for the entire week. Ask yourself, what money belief did you inherit that no longer serves you? What money belief did you believe that's really torturing you right now? Again, write it down. Write the negative into positive and turn the positive into a question and write down 3 solutions. I hope that I've helped you. Guys, by the way, I want to tell you, every month I meet with some group of people. Once a month, We do Zoom meeting. We do group coaching. May cohort po kami. If you want to be part of that cohort group, all you need to do is just go to my Facebook account with 6 million followers. And then tanungin nyo na lang, i-message nyo lang ako doon. Okay, and then message sabihin mo, how can I be a part of your group coaching session? Okay? Maraming salamat. I hope that this episode will really change your financial life for the better. Tatandaan, to every problem, there's always a solution. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Always think positive.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.